Merry Christmas and a Yuletide greetings to Leo. Ah. Y'all are a little unruly this morning. Come on, guys. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. All right. Leo, the description box has not changed. If you want to click on it, it'll talk about the card placements and the significance of the spread. And here we go with the 5-card movie star spread. Y'all are seeking truth this week. You're a little fed up. I don't even want to go with fed up. It's not like you're distraught or angry or this or that, but your overall energy is the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords always speaks her mind. She speaks truth and she speaks fact because that's what she wants to represent. What she says might be very direct and to the point, but it's not done out of malice. Okay? It's done to get a job taken care of. So you have the 8 of Cups in the Protagonist position, and you have the 7 of Pentacles in the Antagonist position. You are considering walking away from something that you put a lot of time and energy into. And as I often ask when the 8 of Cups comes up, if you're willing to leave 8 cups behind, you must be considering walking towards something that's better. Because it seems to me, between these 2 cards, you put a lot of time and energy into something. And the truth of the matter is, it feels like a person to me, okay? So I'm going to start there. If you're dealing with another person, you put a lot of time and energy into somebody, recognizing all of these things that you liked about them. But the truth of the matter is, when you really, really looked at the situation, you didn't find what you were looking for. Not because this person isn't a nice person, and not because this person isn't a wonderful person, but because the excitement and the draw of this person is that they spent a lot of time listening, and they spent a lot of time admiring you. So they basically held up a little mirror and reflected all of the wonderful things that you like about yourself right back to you. So now you're recognizing you put a lot of time and energy into this very nice and very kind person who you enjoy spending time with, but you're recognizing that you're not really catching a glimpse of their personality, that what you're seeing is a lot of yourself being reflected back to you, and it's confusing. It's a confusing feeling. And the truth of the matter is, you're now just rediscovering, well, what is it that I actually like about this person? You know, what of their personality do I like? So I pulled these 3 cards with the intention of the other person before I actually looked at if this is a vocational spread. So let me put these aside for a moment and go back to this, because this is a general read and it's a little bit different for everybody. So if you're dealing with a person, that person is, again, reflecting your own personality back to you. If this is a vocational spread and you're dealing with work, you're starting to recognize that your work doesn't value the same things that you value. You might be just in a job because you needed a job at that time, and maybe you're very, very good at what you do, but it's not bringing you that emotional fulfillment that you once wanted. And the truth of the matter is, you've been doing something for so long that you're just so good at it. It's become easy. So you're contemplating to yourself, is this really what I want to do for the rest of my life? Right now, it's still a very comfortable spot for you. That's what I'm getting, whether this is a person or whether this is a work situation. It's kind of like, are you there because it's comfortable, or are you there because it's really making you happy? And that's what's on your mind. So now moving forward, if this is the other person is very, very happy with this connection. For the first time in a long time, they don't feel defensive in whether this be a friendship or a familial relationship or even a romantic relationship. They don't feel like they have to defend their personality. But they also haven't quite moved on from some of the hurts of the past. So for the first time in a long time, they feel like they don't have to defend themselves from their past and who they were, and that's giving them some emotional fulfillment. But again, if this person is reflecting back to you, are they taking your wins and your successes just to distract themselves from their past discretions? You know? And I'm not saying using, because they don't even realize they do it. But we do that a lot, don't we? When there's inner work that needs to be done, we find something that's more exciting to distract ourselves from. It feels like that's what this person is doing. So now, if this is a work situation, yeah, see, you're grateful for where you are and everything that you have in the moment because you recognize that your work situation it's not ideal, but given the circumstances going on in the world, it's actually pretty good compared to what other people have. But you can't help but to get stuck in your head on this decision of, is this really what I want to do for the rest of my life? You know, is this the job that I want to be in forever? So be this a personal relationship or be this a vocational issue, or for some Leos, even both, it seems like you have a lot of decisions that you have to make about who you are, who you spend your time with, and where you're going. To which I would offer one piece of advice, Leo, and I really want you to think about what I'm about to say and apply it how it fits in your life. Do not mistake comfort for happiness. Because when you mistake comfort for happiness, you settle. You settle for something lesser than what you could have. And for a fire sign, that's like death. Don't mistake comfort for happiness. Decide where you want to go, who you want to be, and the type of person you want to be with, and seek that out. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next week.